This tutorial is on finding a good office chair in the Philippines. I take this topic seriously because I am a remote worker and often sit 8 to 12 hours a day at my desk. When I first arrived in the Philippines, I purchased an office chair on Lazada. This was 3 years ago and my credit cards did not work on the popular delivery sites like Lazada and Shopee. I used GCash and the chair arrived and broke in a few hours. The vendor refused to offer a refund. Since then, both Shopee and Lazada have improved their payment system and they accept US credit cards. My wife uses Shopee and Lazada. I still refuse. I can still always dispute an order she makes since she uses her credit card. I know you're wondering why I didn't order the office chair from Amazon. Yes, Amazon has free shipping to the Philippines. Even with the tariff chaos, there is still free shipping from the US to the Philippines using Amazon. Amazon does not offer free shipping on bulky items like office chairs, towels, sheets, pillows. In the Silicon Valley, my home when not in the Philippines, I get my office chairs on Craigslist. See, when the CEO of your company is arrested, like Carlos Watson of Aussie Media, a lot of the time the company shuts down. The staff takes home as compensation their office chairs or pays a nominal amount for their chair, like $50. In the US, once you've been through a few shutdowns, you have 2 or 3 office chairs, well, you sell the surplus on Craigslist. My $900 US Herman Miller office chair cost me $150. I have 2 of them, so $150 each. The Philippines does not have the same readily available supply of Herman Miller former startup chairs. I did not like the office chairs I found in department stores and office supply stores in the Philippines. I am a chair snob. I realized there was a reputable international furniture dealer in the Philippines, IKEA. We do have an IKEA in the Silicon Valley. I'm not a fan because they have a huge store and force you to walk around the store just to find one item like a chair. I do not go to such stores in person. I found on the IKEA Philippines site a 14,000 peso chair called a
jar of yellow.
In the US, this same chair would cost 23,000 pesos, plus I'd pay sales tax. IKEA wanted 2,000 pesos to assemble the chair. That's 4 days' pay for a minimum wage worker. I had a maintenance worker at my condo assemble the chair, so I tossed him 400 pesos. My wife loved the chair so much, I now own 2 Jarver office chairs. Yes, I'm sitting in my IKEA office chair as I make this video. Järfjället is Swedish for Wolverine Mountain. When I think of office furniture, the idea of sitting in a Wolverine Mountain chair, that made a buyer out of me. Catch you in the next one. The official video is over with. Why did I mention Aussie Media? In 2018, I worked at Aussie. I was interviewed by Samir Rowe, who pled guilty to felony charges. I left after 3 months because Aussie Media was late paying me every month. I threatened them with litigation with a demand letter and they paid me immediately. Many other people were stiffed by Aussie: reporters, photographers, employees, and other contractors, vendors. I know Carlos Watson, the CEO. He was arrested. He went to trial and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. His office was next to mine at Aussie Media. We used his office for conference calls and we used his office whiteboard for meetings. Carlos deserved jail, but his sentence was commuted. You can guess the president which did that. I know what you're about to ask. Did I sit in Carlos Watson's office chair? Yes, I did, but it was a Herman Miller, not an IKEA. Järfjället. Out.